your basic needs have to be covered, and you also always say that you have to respect yourself in the way that if you need something, you have to provide it for yourself.
So it's true what you say, like that your basic needs should be provided, otherwise you can't actually move on.
Not only move on, the way you speak, the way you talk, the way you talk, the way you act is different. When your bases are not covered, you cannot be your best. So where I'm going is like you have to cover your bases with respect before anything.
So what do you call the basics?
Again, different for everyone.
Yeah.
For me, steady income is my base. Like, that's it.
Yeah, I'm just actually like thinking of like when you put so much emphasis on like having a job, yeah, then you forget maybe that part that can initiate a job. Yeah, because you're running around to get a job, but therefore you do that out of a kind of need, and then what we actually initiate out of a need becomes even more needy. Yeah, when the greatest art is that when you say like, okay, it's good to have like a job, and I can actually like believe in the fact that there is this perfect job for me and that I'm grateful for that opportunity that I may receive, then you actually receive differently than when you look around and you hope to get a job, because then in that kind of hope lies your need and you get more needs. You feel then out of tune with yourself, out of balance with yourself, because you go with your need. But it's extremely difficult.
I was just gonna say that.
To remember that when you, first of all, get out of a job. Because actually what our reaction is, and it is a reaction, not an action, is that we step in our needy shoes. We think that something is taken away. Yeah, and it's taken away and now it can't provide for us. So you start then from that kind of needy child inside of you that says like, oh, I don't have that anymore. Instead of like when you can say other opportunities are given. And I know it sounds like Mother Teresa, but it is true. When we can actually do that, and that is like when you can give that kind of example to your children that you know there is only abundance in this world. I know it's a very difficult thing to say, yeah? And when we can actually come from that point that we know that the God is within, and we go with, I lose my voice almost, yeah. But when you go from that point, from that kind of part of you inside of you, there you are strong, and there you actually attract completely different other things than when you go from that needy part. And you see like all around you that people actually still need, like go from that part of I need to have. They don't go to that moment of silence in being grateful for what is. And when you can go from what is, then you can start receiving. And it sounds like La La Land.
It does.
I know. Because actually there's so many people that don't do it, that we believe in the whole world that doesn't do it. We don't believe in ourselves. We believe in what other people do, just what we talked about. So we follow up with that kind of need. We don't teach our children. No teacher at school says like, you're good as you are, you're here to gain even more, you may receive your education, but you're good as you are. We all actually are going in that system of more and better. And when you don't do your best, then you don't get it. Yeah, and when the whole thing with having jobs or no jobs, it's most of the time that we have so much fear of not having it, that we actually create an atmosphere, create an energy there, that we can easily lose our jobs.